Wild boars remain a persistent challenge, despite the widespread use of steel cage traps, which are often considered the most effective tool for controlling their populations. Questions arise about whether there is a hidden factor limiting the success of these traps, or if this method is simply less effective than believed. The reality behind wild boar control reveals important insights. Wild boars are among the most destructive invasive species in the United States. Their population has surged dramatically, increasing from approximately 2 million in 1990 to nearly 9 million by 2019, spreading across at least 39 states. The damage they cause to agriculture is estimated at around $1.50 billion annually. Due to their rapid reproductive rate, it is necessary to remove at least 60% of the wild boar population in affected areas each year to halt their expansion. If effective measures are not maintained, the problem will worsen as these animals multiply uncontrollably. In response, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, along with various state agencies, has allocated millions of dollars to manage this issue. In 2024, Texas and Oklahoma approved the use of chemical control methods to reduce wild boar numbers further. One of the most commonly employed strategies remains cage trapping. However, many farmers do not utilize these traps to their full potential, resulting in suboptimal outcomes. Wild boars are intelligent animals that quickly learn to avoid traps if improperly used. Understanding common mistakes can help improve trapping success. Cage traps used for large-scale control typically measure between 30 and 40 feet in diameter, enabling the capture of entire herds at once. Traps need to be at least 4 feet high to prevent animals from jumping out. Remote activation of the trapdoor is recommended to capture the whole group, rather than closing it manually and risking partial captures. Construction materials also play a critical role. Sturdy steel is essential because wild boars are agile and capable of escaping poorly reinforced traps. Even the best designed trap is ineffective if placed in unsuitable locations. Research from Texas A&M University highlights the importance of trap placement. Optimal locations are near water sources, where evidence of wild boar activity, such as rooted soil, wallows, or footprints, is plentiful. Pre-baiting these areas for 3 to 7 days acclimates the animals to the trap site and increases capture rates by up to 60%. Effective baits include fermented corn soaked for 7 days, which is highly attractive. In warmer seasons, fruits like watermelon, peaches, or apples also prove effective. Special high-protein baits can attract larger groups as well. A significant error is setting traps without thorough observation of wild boar behavior. Being primarily nocturnal, wild boars are most active between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. During the initial nights, the trapdoor should remain open, allowing free entry and exit to build the animal's trust. Once about 80% of the herd regularly enters, the trapdoor should be activated to maximize captures. Closing traps too early may cause wild boars to perceive danger and avoid the area permanently. Leaving trapped animals inside for extended periods also deters others from approaching. Therefore, frequent and responsible trap checks are vital. Moving traps periodically to new locations can prevent boars from becoming trap-shy over time. In addition to wild boar control, invasive species such as the red fox also cause significant ecological damage. Australia is the country most affected by red fox invasions. Introduced by British settlers in the 19th century for sport hunting, red foxes have multiplied rapidly and severely impacted native wildlife. With sharp hunting instincts, red foxes contribute to declines in species, including small kangaroos, flightless birds, and rare reptiles. The Australian government invests millions annually in control efforts that include traps, poisons, and biological fencing to curb the fox population. Red foxes also cause economic harm by attacking lambs and poultry on farms. Their invasion exemplifies the dangers invasive species pose to ecosystems and serves as a cautionary example of the long-term consequences of introducing non-native animals without comprehensive ecological considerations. Regarding wild boar encounters, Untrained individuals are advised to avoid confrontations due to the animal's size and strength. Professional wildlife managers, however, employ specific techniques and equipment to safely manage and reduce wild boar populations. Wild boars have long posed significant challenges in the United States, damaging ecosystems, crops, spreading diseases, and competing with native wildlife for resources. Addressing their presence requires continued efforts combining technology, behavioral understanding, and responsible management. In several states, hunting wild boars has evolved into a recreational activity that also contributes significantly to the U.S. economy. Due to their rapid reproduction rates and the extensive damage they cause, wild boars have become primary targets for hunters aiming to control their populations. Despite various methods such as trapping and hunting, effectively stopping their spread remains a complex challenge. Hunters often use a combination of modern firearms and specially trained hunting dogs. These dogs possess a keen sense of smell that helps locate wild boars and assists in safely subduing these large animals, making them valuable partners during hunts. Firearms remain the principal tools for managing wild boar populations, with high-powered rifles capable of taking down even the largest individuals with a single shot. Expertise and precision are crucial in successfully hunting these animals, especially when targeting large, fast-moving boars from a distance. Skilled hunters demonstrate remarkable marksmanship by carefully aiming and dispatching wild boars efficiently and humanely. For example, some of the largest wild boars recorded weigh over 1,000 pounds. These animals are not domestic pigs but rather hybrids whose ancestors include domestic swine, which explains their physical similarities to farm-raised pigs. However, their destructive impact far exceeds that of typical livestock. Significant wild boars weighing between 500 and 850 pounds have been documented across various states. Transporting such massive animals often requires specialized equipment like forklifts and trailers due to their sheer size. Beyond the traditional practice of hunting, trapping stands out as a widely favored and effective strategy for capturing large wild boars. These animals are known for their formidable strength and tenacity, so the traps employed must be exceptionally durable. Typically, these traps take the form of heavy-duty cages crafted from resilient materials like iron or steel, designed specifically to withstand the immense power wild boars can exert when attempting to break free. Inside each trap, carefully selected bait is strategically placed to lure these elusive creatures in. The process requires patience, as hunters often leave the traps overnight and return the following morning to collect the captured animals, making it a methodical and practical approach in wild boar management. Wild boars are naturally nocturnal, with their activity levels peaking during the dark hours when they venture out in search of food. Their nocturnal habits present unique challenges for hunters, who must adapt to the low visibility conditions. To overcome these obstacles, modern hunters increasingly rely on cutting-edge technology, such as thermoscopes and infrared imaging devices. These advanced tools detect the subtle heat signatures emitted by wild boars' bodies, enabling hunters to locate and track the animals even in complete darkness. This technological advantage significantly enhances hunting efficiency, allowing for more precise and successful hunts, while also improving safety for those involved. The integration of these innovations marks a remarkable evolution in the art of hunting nocturnal wildlife like wild boars. Hunting regulations vary by state, and hunters are required to obtain valid licenses before participating in wild boar hunts. Compliance with these laws ensures responsible wildlife management. Additionally, wearing appropriate protective gear, such as safety glasses and durable clothing, is essential for personal safety during hunts. Ethical hunting practices emphasize respecting other wildlife, adhering to designated hunting areas and seasons, and properly disposing of all waste, including spent shell casings and other materials, to minimize environmental impact. Before engaging in wild boar hunting, gaining a solid understanding of the animal's behavior and honing hunting skills is highly recommended. Beginners are encouraged to hunt alongside experienced individuals to promote safety and increase the chances of a successful hunt. These combined approaches contribute to managing wild boar populations more effectively, reducing their ecological and economic damage.